Princess Diana looked like the happiest bride on earth, but the truth was far more painful.
I, Diana Francis,
I, Diana Francis,
take thee, Charles Philip Arthur George,
take thee, Philip Charles Arthur George,
to my wedded husband,
to my wedded husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
this day forward,
for better, for worse.
for better, for worse.
My wedding was called a fairy tale, the wedding of the century. The world saw the gown, the crown, and the cheers. But the morning after, when the music was gone, I awoke not as a bride, but as a prisoner in a palace. This is my truth, the life I lived after I said I do. I was only 20 years old. The world placed a crown upon my head, but I still felt like a young girl. Suddenly, every step I took was choreographed, every smile rehearsed, every word measured. The palace became my stage, and the audience was the world. Inside those walls, I felt the weight of centuries pressing down. I was expected to be perfect, graceful, and obedient. But no one asked how I truly felt. The cameras adored me, yet behind them I was just Diana, lost and frightened. They wanted a princess for the world, but I was just a woman searching for love. The world believed I was the luckiest woman alive, married to a future king. But in the silence of our rooms, I felt invisible. Charles's heart was never fully mine. His eyes drifted elsewhere, to someone he had loved long before me. I sensed it during our honeymoon. I remember looking at him, wondering if I would ever be enough. That doubt consumed me. I struggled with food, with tears that never stopped, with the loneliness of a palace too large and too cold. I was trapped in a story written for me, not by me. When I stepped outside, the people gave me strength. The crowds, the children, the sick, they saw not a princess, but a woman who listened. They gave me warmth when my own home gave me none. Their love became my armor, their trust my refuge. Yet, when the doors closed, I was alone again. I cried silently in the night. I wrote letters to fill the silence. I longed to be held, to be heard, to be loved. I wore gowns worth thousands, yet I felt worthless. I smiled for millions, yet I felt unseen. Enter the world called me a fairy tale princess, but in truth, I was a prisoner of my own crown. Every day I fought to reconcile to Diana's, the one the world worshipped, radiant and adored, and the one behind closed doors, breaking, aching, and fragile. I questioned myself, was I truly made for this role? Was I strong enough to endure a marriage that was already broken? But then, I remembered why I had to stay strong, for the people, for those who saw me as hope, for the children who reached out their hands, believing in kindness. The wedding was not the end of my story, it was only the beginning, a beginning filled with trials I never expected. But through the loneliness, I discovered my purpose. My marriage may have been broken, my nights filled with tears, but my heart still beat for compassion, for love, for humanity. I was not just a princess of a palace, I became the princess of the people. And that, more than a crown, became my legacy. My story is not the fairy tale the world imagined. It is a story of joy and pain, of hope and heartbreak, of a young woman who became a princess but longed simply to be loved. Behind the tiaras and the gowns was a heart that ached for truth, for kindness, for connection. If you wish to hear more of my journey, the triumphs, the struggles, and the lessons I carried, walk with me. Together, we will keep alive the light of compassion, the belief that even in the darkest palaces, love can shine, and that kindness is the greatest crown of all. If you love this video, leave heart in the comment and click subscribe.